Hey guys, it's Linkzilla here. I'm currently in the process of going through all my stacks of fossils. Haven't found another scarab gem yet, but as you can see, I did get something. It's an Ankylosaurus skull. So, yeah, that's cool. The skulls are pretty rare, so I'm just gonna give you like quick little snippets and updates of me doing like the whole fossil thing. Because it's going to take a while. I've basically been digging in these mountains for fossils for days. I've been under the ground, I've been in the branch mine and whatnot, so I gotta find more fossils. I'll keep you guys posted. Finally got a second one. Also got a Confucicornis rib bone. Hard to believe how big it is. I'll keep you guys updated once I'm finished now, when we last left off, I had basically just taken the painstakingly monotonous effort to fight and tame the Sarcosuchus, and we caught up with our Liopleurodon and our Mosasaurus, and I rambled on about a whole bunch of unimportant shit, but what else is new? So, basically speaking, in between the intervals on that video, I went around, I did a whole bunch of stuff, dug around, found some fossils, and as you can see, I have count them, 4 scarab gems. And the best part about this is that now I basically have enough scarab gems to do what I need to do. Basically, I have enough to tame the remaining animals in Minecraft, so I guess the 7 that I have stored over there, 2 of them will serve as decoration, one for, I guess for the Scarab Gem original and the Aqua Scarab Gem. 3 of them will serve for my time machine once I get it. Yeah, that's something that I'll have to explain in another video. 1 of them will be used to unlock Anu, which now I'm realizing will I'll basically have to do first before I get my time machine. And let's see, that's 3. I guess that basically uses them all up, so I'm going to eventually have to dig for more so that I can get, like, the ancient, powerful scarab weapons, you know? But the point is, I think now we've waited long enough, so it's time, ladies and gentlemen. The King and the Usurper, they are coming. So, it's finally time that we get them. And the thing about it is, I actually know what I want. I'm actually going to name the Tyrannosaurus, because it's a name that I've had in my mind ever since I started this map, so it's something that I want to name him so badly, so I'm just hoping that I get a male. So I'm just going to, like, have the name tag just, like, sort of in case, you know, like, in the hopes that it will be a male, and hopefully, in this episode, once we have them spawned and bred, I will fight either the Liopleurodon or the Mosasaurus, and I have a feeling that it's going to be the Mosasaurus because the Liopleurodon doesn't seem like it would be all that much of a challenge. Although, considering that the Liopleurodon is just up there, I think that I might have to fight the Liopleurodon because it would be less of a challenge. So, ultimately speaking, I did some experimenting in marksmanship on another map, so ultimately I should be able to, well, basically shoot them. I basically have found their weaknesses, and I just guarantee that it's going to work. It worked on that map, but it's going to be different for this map. I guarantee that it's not going to work, so anyways, I'm going to breed the Rex first, and I'm going to do it in an area that has more pigs around. Oh, here's where I'm going to do it. Right next to the bubbles as well. And the thing about it is, I don't even need to be close, but because he's not going to like... It's not going to like me when it comes out of there, but the thing about it is, I want to see this. I've been waiting for this for so long. It's the Tyrannosaurus Rex, ladies and gentlemen. And then once this thing is hatched, I'm going to immediately go over to the Spinosaurus area, and I'm going to breed the Spinosaurus there as well. So, unfortunately, it'll give you guys a good chance to basically see the Spinosaurus out on land like it's supposed to be, but then it's going to go into the water, and we're never going to see it on land again until after I beat it and tame it, and then it'll be fine, I guess. I'm betting that once this thing reaches full size, unless I can keep it happy, that it might basically try to eat through the walls, and that's pretty much the most important part with me breeding the Sarcosuchus, the Allosaurus, and the Mosasaurus and the Liopleurodon, is that I figured out that it's not just an unstoppable, aggressive killing machine. It's going to be aggressive, but it's not inherently unreasonable. as long as I keep this animal happy, it's not going to basically try to eat everything. So, let's see, no description of a Tyrannosaurus egg. Oh, I cannot wait to read that, but I have a feeling that I'm going to have to, like, I want to breed the Spinosaurus first before I read their descriptions, because I don't want these things to basically be, I don't want one to necessarily be that much older than the other. I want them to basically come up together so that basically it's like the Spinosaurus is the biggest carnivorous animal in this mod, but I don't want him to overshadow the T-Rex, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 50%. It's just fitting that it's raining, isn't it? You know what? Hate the rain. Kind of reminds me of that My Best Friend Plank song. Anybody who watched Cartoon Network back in the early 2000s when you were a kid, anybody who knows that reference, what I just referenced to, you're awesome. Give yourself a high five, pat on the back. You remembered stuff? I can't use the Dinopedia on a pig. Don't know why I can't use the Dinopedia on a pig. Yep, we're just waiting for the king of carnivores to hatch right now. Man, this is so exciting. I never thought that... I actually was worried that this day might not come. What am I going to do if it's a female? I'm just really hoping that it's a male because I want one Rex. I don't think I need 2 Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and also, I'm wondering if I have even turned off the feathers for this animal, so if it comes out and it has feathers, well then we'll know. Not that I have anything against the dinosaurs having feathers. Oh, here it comes. I know that certain ones did, but I feel like something like Tyrannosaurus Rex having feathers just kind of diminishes it, because it suddenly goes from being this awesome, huge reptile thing to suddenly being an overgrown bird. Eat the pig, eat the pig, eat the pig, please eat the pig, eat the pig. Alright, it's got feathers. It's completely neutral, and it's a female. Yeah, that's just my luck, right? It's so weird, it looks like a baby raptor. Well, this is Tyrannosaurus Rex, king of the carnivores. Well, I guess she's a queen, so... But you know what? Whoa, holy... Did anybody else see that? Did anybody else see how far I flew? Okay, that does not sound like a happy baby. Mad baby. Mad baby. I know exactly what I'm gonna name her. And basically for purposes, for the sake of consistency, I'm not going to name her Mad Baby. I just had another idea, it just came to me that, I mean, it's duh. This is basically your own take on Jurassic Park, but not really, so what you gonna name her? Yep. But how much you want to bet that I won't even be able to use this on her yet, because she's not tamed to me yet. I think I'll try that the next time when I go to read her description, and I'll get my face bitten off. So, let's go see the Spinosaur, let's go see the Spinosaur, let's go see the Spinosaur and get our own ass eat. And get ourselves a 8. Oh my god, if somebody makes a meme out of that, a remix. Post-apocalyptic scavengers. Yeah, I'm a fan of Rick and Morty. And I gotta say this last... Oh, is it raining? Again? That's it. But no. For 100 years. Up. Too many years. I'm a fan of Rick and Morty, and I think that this last episode, this past Sunday, has literally been the episode that I've been waiting for a long time with this season. Alright, so we got our Spinosaurus egg, and it's kind of cool. It kind of looks almost indistinguishable from the other one. First it's hot, then it's cold, it's yes, then it's no, it's in, then it's out. How much you want to bet that it won't be able to spawn just because of the proximity there? And I really wonder if Rexy attacked me because basically I remember the mod, like in the early days of the mod, when you spawn a baby T-Rex, they basically avoid you as much as they can, and I remember it looked like it was trying to run away from me, but when I kept following it around, it basically just flung me into the air. Toss me. What? I cannot jump the distance, you'll have to toss me. I miss The Lord of the Rings. I love that series so much. I mean, I just got through watching The Hobbit again, so maybe it is time that I took a Lord of the Rings weekend. The problem is I don't have weekends anymore. I basically go to school all throughout the week, so my weekend is work. So that's why I'm looking forward to next week. My sister and her new fiance, yeah, they finally got engaged, just in time for the older sister to finally get married, 5 years. So anyway, they are taking a trip up to Oregon. I can't remember what city it was in Oregon. I don't know, was it Ogdenville? Is Ogdenville a city in Oregon? I can't remember. If you live in Oregon, do you know of a city named Ogdenville? All I know is that they're going to Oregon for sure, and it's like, wow, you guys are going all the way out there, and what are they going for? Oh, wedding. Oh, and to get this, they basically, like, have just booked the venue that they're going to have the wedding and the reception at. It's known as the Conservatory. So, basically for wedding gifts, I will be bringing a candlestick, a rope, a wrench, a lead pipe, a dagger, and a revolver. So, did I miss any of them? Let's see. Yep, that's all 6. Basically, I will show up to the wedding in some yellow-ish military clothes with a big white mustache, and I will call myself Colonel Mustard. Yeah, that brings back good old days when we were kids. Basically, whenever we'd play Clue together, we'd always have, like, a designated character. I'd always be Colonel Mustard, because for some reason I just liked the way this guy looked. He seemed like a man of action to me. My brother, he always liked Professor Plum, because the guy seemed like a man of science. Nobody liked Mr. Green, and I can't help but feel like that was because, like, in the version of Clue that we got, Mr. Green was reinterpreted as a reverend. I know that one of my older sisters was Miss Scarlet, the other one was Mrs. White. I like it better that Miss White is her own character instead of just being the maid. I mean, I know that you have to have a maid character, but that's what Yvette was for. That's another thing that basically I want to talk about is like the... Oh, here it comes. Pig, get out of here. You want to be pork chops? I will make you pork chops. Hell, this thing will make you into pork chops. Wonder how far it can throw me. Come on. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. I miss you, Richard. Richard Attenborough. Yep, it's killing pigs. As you can see, it doesn't have a sail yet, which is why, like, in the Jurassic Park 3 novelization of that story, it's that they originally thought it was a baryonyx, so... And it's also a female. Don't know how I feel about that. Oh, but it has, like, 1 tooth inside its mouth, or maybe 2 at the end of its snout, so... Alright, you just basically, like, pal around here, and I'm gonna go see your would-be sister, okay? Or your rival, I guess that's more accurate. I gotta put another ladder on that side of the pen. Because, I mean, the door is right there. Why wouldn't I take the door? Alright. Hey, Rexy. I just want to talk to you real quick. Please don't chew my face off. I have no idea why I'm legitimately this terrified. It's Tyrannosaurus Rex. I should be excited, but I feel like fear would be kind of a natural response in this situation. And it's just bouncing up and down, but that's okay. It's just an example. Hopefully she's stuck, so... Huh! I named her! And she's not even mine yet! I think I just shit myself. Like, that's like how terrified I am that this tiny thing is making those kinds of noises. I mean, I think it's kind of like that Monty Python sketch where there's that evil rabbit, and the rabbit is just making, like, so many... Oh, it's timid right now, so it runs away from me. So yeah, this thing isn't aggressive yet. Alright, so let's read up. Tyrannosaurus rex, the tyrant lizard king, is the most famous dinosaur in existence. Yeah! Being represented in art, literature, entertainment, etc., etc. With a maximum length at a whopping 13 meters and a height of over 4 meters. This creature towered over humans and many other animals as well. Its growth started and ended slowly, but Tyrannosaurus experienced a growth spurt during its teenage years. Okay, so once this thing hits puberty, it's gonna get bigger, but then it'll be on our side. That's very good. I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. The result was the giant creature known and loved today. However, like many other tyrannosaurs, Tyrannosaurus died shortly after reaching maturity, and their infants often died naturally in the volatile world of the Cretaceous. Holy crap, that actually kind of bums me out. Living in the... okay, I can't even remotely pretend to know how to pronounce that. Maastrichtian age, just before the extinction of the dinosaurs in the Cretaceous. T-Rex was among the last great non-avian dinosaurs to roam the Earth. Except dinosaurs are avian. I mean, this thing has feathers, damn it. I mean, I think you don't mean aerial, but yeah, this thing is avian. It's warm-blooded. In fact, it is the last known member of its family, Tyrannosauridae. It lived across what is now North America. Yeah! In warm and humid climates, alongside a plethora of herbivorous animals and small theropods. Okay, two things, like, America! Fuck yeah! Call it again! And plethora. Basically, that word kind of triggers me, basically speaking. Back when I was in high school, I was in the drama club, and I entered this competition where we had to do a monologue, and one of my monologues was basically like, I was an evil teacher who basically assigned, like, really hard homework in a very short deadline that he knew his students weren't ever going to be able to submit on time, and because he gets off on people coming to beg him for an extended deadline. He literally describes it, a plethora of students will come flocking to my office door begging for an extension, which I will never give them. And the problem is, I had never heard of or even used the word plethora again ever before this, so I kept mispronouncing it. I basically said, plethora, plethora, plethora! It took me a while. Plethora. Plethora, you idiot. It commonly preyed upon famous herbivores such as Triceratops and Edmontosaurus, hopefully coming in the next update. Its hollow bones allowed it to move quickly, and its robust, blade-like teeth permitted it to rip into prey. My teeth are swords! My claws spears! Mutilating any allegations that it may be a simple scavenger. Shots fired. I hope you heard that, Thorn. Shots fired. Wait, Thorn? God damn it. The Thorn is a character from the Lost World novel. Horner. Yes, Horner. Lisa, yes, it's Jack Horner. You hear that, Horner? It's shots fired, Horner. I failed miserably when it came to that, didn't I? Alright, so that's Rexy. The thing about it is, you remember all my rants about ambush predators and whatnot, and how an opportunist killing? I stipulate that every single carnivore on the planet is like that, so the thing about it is that basically saying that a T-Rex could be a scavenger if the situation called for it doesn't necessarily mean that it was exclusively one. Okay, this thing is kind of hungry. Why hasn't it eaten anything? I wonder if it'll eat if I throw it some scraps. Nope. I guess it doesn't like the taste of cooked meat. It actually ate it. You're outnumbered. How is it that such a small animal is making that much noise? You see, this is basically why I think I need to just get rid of this right here. But now I can't because the friggin' killing machine is here. And if I make one wrong move and I accidentally hit it, this thing is going to own me. It is literally going to own my anus and mark it as its own. You know, it's so weird. I don't really talk like this in, like, out in, like, regular life. I'm much more cynical, and I don't think that I'm all that funny, but I think I'm just emulating other YouTubers right now, and just basically like, what would they say in this situation? Alright, Spinosaurus is happy. If you guys want to help me name this thing, leave it down in the comments section. Let's see... Oh, yeah, right. Spinosaurus, the spine lizard, is the subject of a heated debate. A most heated debate in the scientific community. One thing that is not debated, though, is the sheer size of the monstrosity, with a length of over 15 meters and a sail height of over 1.5 meters. Spinosaurus was quite possibly the biggest carnivore to ever live outside the water. Oh, I'm sorry, did I just sneeze? I mean... Prior to the 2014, Spinosaurus was thought to have a fairly normal theropod body style, with its body resting upon the top of long legs. However, a study soon claimed that Spinosaurus had short hind legs and walked on all fours. Huh. You know, 2014 was a bad year for me, so I can't tell if I should put this into the good or bad category. On the one hand, it takes down the usurping Spinosaurus. On the other hand, it breaks a lot of illusions. I think that Spinosaurus has permeated the pop culture relevance to the consciousness to the point where we can never really ignore it ever again. It's been thrust into our faces. You cannot ignore something that's just thrust into your face like that. Now, some of you who might think that that might be some kind of dirty reference, I'm talking about 3D movies, okay? This quadrupedal model set the paleontology world reeling. While some scientists and fans accept this new model, most people do not because of a slew of errors made in the study. Oh, well, of course. Despite the controversy over its anatomy, there's still so much that scientists can agree on. Spinosaurus lived from the Albian to the Cenomanian ages of the Cretaceous period, in what is now northern Africa. Its environment was likely very wet, and it probably spent a great deal of time in the water. A proficient hunter, both on land and in the water, Spinosaurus posed a huge threat to every creature that dared to near it. Its dangerous jaws over a meter long could handle all manner of prey. It also was very likely very opportunistic, never passing up the chance for an easy catch or scavenged carcass. It is... Where'd it go? Is it in the water? Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. I like that. I like how it looks like it's just lying on its belly there. Let's get a close-up shot of that. That is adorable. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Wait, is it sleeping? The model makes it look like it's sleeping, so... Oh crap, I probably should have put, like, tiles up here so that I could just push it back onto the land if I felt like I needed to. Not saying that I would force anything, just... Alright. So that's Spinosaurus, and it's literally the world's living crocodile. So, that's cool, right there. Nope. You know, I feel like there's something buried here that basically she is really wanting to get at, so... This is ultimately why I think that this map is kind of a failure, because there have basically been so many lost toys that have just clipped into the world that I honestly don't know where they are anymore. So are you going to sleep, sis? There you go. See? There's nothing in this wall that you want. Hell, there's nothing in this wall that I want. Up. Up. Well, I was right. How this ball got buried so far underground, I do not know. But I'm taking it away because balls are literally a pain in the ass. I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only guy out there who can admit that balls are such a pain in the ass. I mean, it hurts just so much. You gotta keep your balls from going in the wrong place, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes balls will get squished between so many hard places that it just makes you wonder why you even have them, you know what I'm saying? So, ultimately speaking, now that I know that there was in fact a ball hidden in there, it leads me to basically reconsider other things that I basically thought that I had discredited. I'm gonna kill this witch. Huh. Ordinarily I would take that stuff. Basically speaking, I had to basically put these guys in a more isolated pen because I was really tired of them trying to get into that corner. Because I had dug out that corner so many times, I didn't know what the point of interest is, but there must be a ball hidden in those walls. So, alright, here's what I'm gonna do. At least her swimming around is more active than the Sarcosuchus. It's kind of cute. But eventually, it's gonna stop being cute, and it's gonna get mean, and it's gonna get nasty. They're gonna get ugly somehow, and there's gonna be a million more of them. Well, let's go find that ball. Alright, so I have video evidence of what this looks like, but I think I'm also going to take a screenshot because I am not going to stop this time until I recover that ball wherever it was. So, basically speaking, this is where the fence connected right here, and they always kept looking up at this area. So, aha! Gotcha, you blue son of a bitch. Finally, my animals, they have been freed from the curse of the ball. For those of you who ever enter into this mod to play to your heart's content, be warned, do not trust the allure of these toys. They are deceivers. They will drive you nuts. Oh, Rexy, you finally killed. Is it just me or has it gotten bigger? Are you Starfleet or private security? Because you look like private security. I basically pity whatever male Rex I eventually breed, that I eventually create specifically for the job of, well, filling that job opening. Oh, I pity the boy who pressures her into prom sex. Basically, I'm just going to kind of leave this a bit desecrated and torn up because I was eventually going to take this wall down anyway. The thing about it is, this might be the answer to why the other animals basically, like, remain in one place all the time. Wait, I still need some stone. I'll come back for that gravel later. This will be my opportunity to basically, like... I really can't wait for this game to basically get for this mod to basically be updated in the version of Minecraft that has, like, actual footpaths that you can put in, instead of basically having to rely on gravel, because gravel is stupid with its gravity. So... gravel, there you are. Walls separate people, Jose, so we're breaking these borders down. Hey, look at this. Look at this fence right here. This fence, this is going to be the pull tab, alright? Pull! Oh, crap! I left the door open! And it's a regular door! It's tough being the boss. I just now realized I'm going to have to go back to using that door again. We got some sturgeon spawning in, but where's our Spino? Oh, that is the Spino. I thought it was one of the sturgeon. It's definitely gotten bigger. And it's happy. At least it's happy. That's the thing that I notice about the carnivores. They are literally happy when they get to eat. You let the carnivore eat anything. Hell, if you let the carnivore eat you, it'll be happy. You okay? Hey, you're hurt. The thing about it, you guys, is that I'm just so glad that I had this map backed up, because if I lost Sheila, I have no idea what I would do. So, I am a pretty emotional guy, so hopefully, now that I've basically removed the curse of the wall ball, these animals will finally get back to their lives. And speaking of getting back to lives, there is something that I need to do now. Go check on Rexy one last time. And when we come back next time, I will have turned the feathers off, so that Rexy will basically look how I want her to look, because that's how life works, doesn't it? It's completely dependent on what you want it to be, isn't it? Why is Pteranodon meat listed in here twice? Why is Tyrannosaurus meat listed in here twice? Also, this thing is basically saying that it eats its own kind? I'm pretty sure that's not what Velociraptor meat looks like. I mean, that looks like a claw instead of a chip. Okay, leaving you alone now. It's gonna be a chore to keep that thing happy. I feel like every single animal in the park felt a disturbance in the force when these things were created. The king is here. You know, I sometimes wonder, I kind of wish that dinosaurs had consciousness, because I basically kind of, like, really wish that, like, they were intelligent so that you could kind of get their opinions on, like, Tyrannosaurus Rex, like, if they would actually view him as a king. Holy crap, like, there's basically no one in here right now, so I am just gonna go to Security Craft and put in some security doors. Finally keep the friggin' testificates out. Oh, great. Well, you gotta have at least one scientist, don't you? Oh no, they're coming. And as soon as you all get out of my house, I'll lock you out of there too. Sorry, but this is my space. This is my area. He was on my ground. It's in this whole area inside the circle is mine. We don't do tests. I've got so much flint that I honestly don't know what I'm going to use it for. I know I've got like a whole bunch of sticks and feathers, but quite frankly, when you're playing a game that like lets you use guns and whatnot, the arrows basically kind of become superfluous, you know what I'm saying? Now we'll finally get to the moments that I think that some of you have been waiting for. I am going to go and fight one of these animals, and I'm basically going to, I gotta remember that, like, these things are just filled to bursting now. You know what? Basically, I've got, like, an abundance of ancient ferns, so I'm just gonna, like, trade with that paleontologist guy, get some emeralds out of it. It'll be a good reason to go to my emerald chest, which I haven't done in, like, months. Forgot that I even had a chest that was dedicated to emeralds on this map. Hey, you. How much will you give me for these? I just hate that. Like, a stack of 64, and it stops at 12. So just one more, and you could get another emerald from that. So, are you gonna give me that emerald or not? Alright, so I guess he took the trade away, because he's an asshole. You're an asshole! Two down and one to go. There we go. Yeah, I'm collecting all of them. One day I'm going to build myself an Emerald City. Actually, I'm not, because I actually did that on another map and I thought it looked stupid. Really now stupid. We make the decision, which one am I going to go to? Let's make ourselves an Aqua Scarab Gem. Isn't that beautiful? Blue Beetle. Right, I've made my decision. I'm going, and that's that. Yeah, it's weird, the shadows over there, it made me think there was like something else besides the Sarcosuchus over there, so maybe it's the magical Liopleurodon that's going to show us the way. If you can't tell by now, I am actually going to the Liopleurodon, or Leopleurodon, or whatnot. You know, there was an episode of Supernatural last season where Dean said Leopleurodon, and Sam basically took that as like an opportunity to like mention the whole Charlie the Unicorn thing. They're magical Leopleurodons, they're gonna show us the way. It's sleeping. Oh, and I forgot my gun. Some days, you just forget your gun. You see, the thing about it is, it would actually be easier for me to, like, fight this thing and beat it while it's asleep, because even if I shoot it, it's just gonna, like, go right back to sleep, so... Just, basically this fight is going to be a lot of curb stomping, you know what I'm saying? Because either way, I'm either going to, like, get this thing's health down far too easily, or this thing is going to kill me more times than I can count, so I think that maybe 2 stacks should do it. Oh, and I already had, like, 6 rolled into the chamber, so yay me. I just hate the fact that there's clearly 8 shells in the icon, yet it only loads 7 of them. It's like, where are the other shells going? Like, it's awake. Why is it awake? Okay, now it's asleep. Just filling the... Get the fuck up! Simon says, get the fuck up! It's so weird swimming up like that. Well, but I wonder, man. And I'm pretty sure I just blasted a hole somewhere. That's the problem, is that it's moving around so much. Now I know that I've hit this thing before, so... But the fact that it's moving around so much is basically protecting its weak spot, and yep, you see this? This is a bad idea for me to be doing this, because I am basically flying around in a glass bubble. You know what? I wonder if I were to use reinforced glass, if it would basically survive the guns. But I don't want to use reinforced glass, I don't know, because I just don't. I don't do things the smart way, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I just realized what happens if that's drowning animals down on my pen. Yep, my donkey tried to fly. Okay, so don't panic. I just gotta get a lead. You must be Charlie the Unicorn, I guess. You tried to fly up to the magical Lyopleurodon. Oh my god, I'm so glad that I recorded this. Oh my god. Okay, you're safe. And from now on, you shall be Charlie. Okay, is that water coming down yet? Or is it? Okay. I might have to rethink this whole Lyopleurodon strategy. So, because I mean, I've only got like 6 minutes left, and I doubt that I can get back up there and finish the job in that amount of time. So, I think I'm gonna have to cut the episode. I'm gonna have to cut the episode here to keep my animals from escaping. Oh god, it's raining from the heavens, it's going to flood the world. Well, I'm gonna have to build a boat and put 2 of every kind of animal on it. Thankfully, I already have mostly 2 of every animal bred. I'm pretty sure I can build a boat to fit all these guys on it. I wanted to give this animal a fighting chance. What the hell is wrong with me? Want to know what's sad about this? If that Pachycephalosaurus had clipped further through the wall and gotten outside the pen, being in that water would have drowned him. Basically, like, if he were standing, right now, like this, at the edge of the water, the water barely comes up a complete inch, he would have still drowned. That is basically the logic of how this mod works. Well, anyway, that is all the time that we have for this video. Hopefully, in the next video, we will finally put an end to the evil reign of the magical Lyopleurodon, and we will make it show us the way, and then we will go after its much larger cousin down there, the Mosasaurus, and hopefully, I won't be blasting holes and everything when I try to fight this thing. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!